The 2023 lighting display is sponsored by Easy Rock Indie, Indie's home for soft and easy favorites, and True Light Christmas, streaming now through New Year's Eve at 5 p.m. Hello and welcome to the 2023 lighting display sponsored by Easy Rock Indie and True Light Christmas. I put a lot of work into this year's lighting display. You're going to see a lot of returning features and a lot of brand new features. So sit back, relax, and stick around for the 2023 lighting display. Starting off the 2023 lighting display this year is my one and only Christmas tree for the year. As you can see, it has 460 bulbs, including the snowman light string, which has 10 snowmen on it, and those snowmen came from my grandmother some years back. Plus, there's 97 ornaments on this tree this year, as you can tell. Moving on from the ornaments, we're going to make our way over to the entryway, and as you can tell, the entryway has lights up here, and making a return, and in a new spot are the little spotlights. So this string of spotlights, there's about 100 of them here. And as you can tell, they have made their way, pointed in all different directions, obviously, but they're pointed mainly at the door, it looks like. There's also a string above me here. I'm trying to make sure I don't bump anything because it's like right above my head. And as you can tell, they all feed into here. Now, right over here is another string of lights that's leading over to the kitchen. And as we make our way into the kitchen, you can actually see that I have lights that go this way, come down here, and they meet at the night light. And as you can see, the night light is the Christmas tree. It has a green bulb in it. Sorry about any microphone pops there. And with that tree, I got that from my grandmother as well. This is the very first lighting display in my new apartment, by the way. And as we're making our way back through the lighting display in the kitchen, I just thought I'd bring that up real quick. Now, we're going to visit our first candelabra, and this is a new visitor to the lighting display. Yes, this is the candelabra that has 8 lights in it, and there's 2 of them in this display this year. There's one over here, and there's one over here. They have orange bulbs in them, and these are actually original to the candelabras. Now, this one over here is the candelabra with 3 bulbs in it, and there's 1 incandescent bulb and 2 LEDs in there. And the way this camera shows it, I don't think you can tell the difference at all, so that's pretty good. Okay. Making our way back out here, we come back to the lights up here on this string, and we make our way over here. And as you can see, this hallway has lights pretty much in it and going up and down it. And I'm going to show you some of the... Let me get my eyes to focus here because I happen to half look through the camera, half look over the camera, rather. So here's some lights here. Here's some lights here. They go over the door, and they come down this way. Also, before I forget, these lights up here go over the door as well. On this side, well, let me close that door too. Make it easier to see. On this side, you can actually see the lights over here, come way over here, come down to here, and go up over this door as well. Might help if I actually focus on it though. Okay, now that we've moved on from that light, oh, you must have saw this. We'll come back to this in just a minute because that's part of the village. And that's my prayer clock, if you're curious what that noise was. And I do love that clock. I really do. Here is, and I'm recording this at 10 o'clock at night. So here is a string of lights that's coming down this way. And is coming over here. And goes behind the TV now. Something new I did this year was put lights on the TV. And there goes the furnace kicking on right now as we speak. And it's already hot in here, so I may go shut off that furnace here in a little while. So there are lights over on the TV on this side, some on this side, but a lot of them are down here on the entertainment center. So this is a returning feature. We'll come back up here. We'll focus on the lights. Come over the top of this antenna. Come over here. Now we have another string of incandescents, and over here you can actually see the lights from the incandescents. And I'm going to fix the aperture just a tad. It's good as it's going to get, I think. And up here you can actually see how I've mixed both LED and incandescent around the window and pretty much above it. Now later in the program I'm going to show you some of my outside decorations. That's just a sneak preview what you're seeing through that curtain. Then we make our way over here and we come to one of our returning elements with a brand new twist. It's the tree of lights. And there's a boatload of lights on this tree of lights this year. And what's the twist, you ask? Well, I'll show you in a later clip. I think you might recognize what that might be. Now, we're going to come all the way over here and we're going to show our lights over here. Oh, that's some more outdoor decorations. We'll show those towards the end of the program today as well. Kind of work our way over this way. Oh, this incandescent string right here. These are supposed to be chasing lights, and they are not really chasing lights because they don't chase, at least not very well. But they're still great and they're still nice to have. And as we make our way this way, over here we've wrapped two of the dining room table legs in lights. And oh, I have to show this. The dining room table chairs actually make this look a little better. There's lights underneath that. And there are lights over here. Returning favorite right there. Those are the 60 white lights that are in the LED bulbs. The big ones too. And on the Village, we have lights that are the orange lights that are supposed to mimic the old sodium lights. And of course, we can't get away with the Village without visiting it. So right here is our train track, and the train track goes around the back here. I'm not going to be able to show you the entire track this year, but it goes around the back here, and it comes around this way, and it cuts off over here and heads, right by this candelabra. And if I'm not mistaken, yep, those have LEDs in them. And the train track goes around the tree. The train station's underneath the tree this year. There's some trees over here. So let's talk briefly about the Village. So I've finally decided what the actual use of this building is. It's the hospital, and as you can see on the front here, get down, that floor is a little tough. Those are that's the ambulance bay, or what's supposed to look like the ambulance bay. It's just two garages on there. And yes, they still have radio studios in them. And right there, that's basically two lobbies. And then as we work our way up, you can see the antenna. I think this is the first year you could actually see the antenna without its topper this year. Okay, I got to make that as a fix. Okay, I'll make a note of that. The flag is on the hospital this year, and Okay, there's the front door, and of course right there is the elevator shaft. Now next to it, I gotta get down again. Oh! And inside there is the parking garage. And as you can see, I got those little sodium lights inside and outside the parking garage. As we make our way from the parking garage, over here we have the church. And just in front of the church is the repair shop with gas station. That's right, repair shop and gas station all in one. Now next door to the church is the fire station. And you know the drill about Christmas Eve and the fire department being right next to the church. Yeah, you know, just in case. Just in case Silent Night turns into a fiery night. Now we make our way over here to the train station. As you can see, the train station was made a little different this year, but it still looks the same. Now, I'm going to show you another spot that we're going to check out. That would happen to be my bedroom. Now, here in the bedroom, you can actually see that I've made some beautiful decorations with lights this year. This happens to be a Christmas tree over here, and over here happens to be, well, should be a bell, but looks more like just a clump of lights. So, but I'll show you, to the best of my ability, kind of how I did the lights this year. Go over this way, come down here. Oh, we got to make a stop at the house. Now, you can tell that this Christmas a lot of people are coming home and coming over. So, over here, looks like somebody didn't pay all his Christmas bills off and his truck's getting repossessed. And the guy next to him looks like he had to tow his brother's car in, or his sister's car in this year. So who knows? Looks like someone didn't take care of their car this year. Maybe Santa will bring him a new transmission. I don't know. So, continuing the lighting display. Here's the lights. Here's some lights on the dresser, and I'm going to get around here so you can see them. There we go. Come around here. And I'm going to close this door so you can actually see behind the lights, or behind the door here. Because there are lights above here. There are lights over. That door is kind of weird. Decided to open on its own, so I'll have to fix that in a minute. You got lights here, and we got lights all the way up here. So, one more thing I need to show you before I show you our outside decorations is a piece of the village that I almost forgot. The last piece on my village I want to show you this year is the skating pond. And as you can tell, the skating pond has actual ice skating figurines on it. There are lights on the skating pond as well, which will be factored into the tally of lights as well. Now, that skating pond does play music, but I have it turned off for obvious reasons. All told, with all my lights this year, we have a grand total of 4,058 bulbs on this year's lighting display. That's a heck of a lot of bulbs. Now, I showed you the inside of the display this year. Before we conclude this year's lighting display, let me show you some of the outside pieces of the lighting display. I'm going to take the last few minutes to show you the outside lights on my lighting display, some still photographs of my lighting display, and some special effects that my lighting display can do this year. watching the 2023 lighting display. I certainly enjoy putting this together, and I certainly hope you enjoy watching. I want to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.